is Anambra State Peace Building and Conflict Management Agency. Number 5 is Health Facilities and Accreditation Agency Law 2024. Number 6 is Anambra State Oil and Gas Producing Areas Development Commission Law 2024. Number 7 is Market Safety and Protection Law 2024. Number 8 is Trafficking in Person Prohibition Law 2024. Number 9 is Anambra State Private Colleges of Nursing and Midwifery Law 2024. Number 10 is Law to amend the Anambra State House of Assembly Service Commission Law 2021 and for other connected purposes. Number 11, which is the last but not the least, is Anambra State Revenue Administration, Consolidation and Harmonization Law 2024.
Quite excited this morning, and as you've just witnessed, we've just had a historic event where we'll sign 11 bills into law in one day, and I think that's history made here. The Anambra State Electoral Law, Anambra State Touting Prohibition Law, the Secret Cult and Similar Activities Prohibition Law, Anambra State Peace Building and Conflict Management Agency Law, Health Facilities and Accreditation Agency Law. This is a private member bill which has been passed and signed now into law. Anambra State Oil and Gas Producing Areas Development Commission Law. The Market Safety and Protection Law is another private member law. Trafficking in Person Prohibition Law. Anambra State Private Colleges of Nursing and Midwifery Law, another private member bill passed into law and signed. Law to amend the Anambra State House of Assembly Service Commission and other connected purposes. And finally, the Anambra State Revenue Administration, Consolidation and Harmonization Law. These 11 hitherto bills passed by the State House of Assembly have now been assented and they have become laws of Anambra State. I want to especially thank the Speaker and the members of the House of Assembly. I think this must be one of the most hardworking and most productive assembly in Nigeria. I appreciate you for living up to your patriotic duty of serving in the Anambra, especially in legislation, making laws for the order and good conduct of the entire state. So I want to commend you. This is a very, very committed, hardworking, conscientious, and House of Assembly that is quite, if you like, very responsive to the needs of the Anambra in enacting these laws, and we hope that these laws they'll be made public very quickly, gazetted and made public to the all Anambra persons or residents of Anambra and those interested to have access to them, and then enjoin all of us to obey them. They are now laws of Anambra State, and they have to be obeyed from today onwards. If anybody flouts any of them, I think will be prosecuted in accordance with the law. I'm particularly excited. I'm excited about all the laws. All of them have quite fundamental impacts on the lives of our people. All of them. And I know that several people have been waiting for the the Revenue Administration, Consolidation and Harmonization Law. Quite very interesting, comprehensive, I know they also were waiting for the big one that is still piling up there. The environment. Big environmental law. I know it's big. It's put an adverse task for you guys. Tomorrow. Oh, there you go. The Anambra even. I said tomorrow. Yeah, that's a big one we're waiting for, and because the environment is Anambra's #1 existential threat, and therefore having a law to help us have, at least from the legal perspective, have a strong handle on that particular menace of our state is quite very critical and will be life-changing in many ways, giving responsibilities to what every actor must do or must not do to preserve, protect, and promote a healthy environment. Finally, I need to I won't comment on all of them seriatim, but all I just said is I've commented generally. But just to make a specific mention of the #1 listed there, the Anambra State Electoral Law. Today we've signed into law the Anambra State Electoral Law 2024. I know that the Anambra have been waiting for this to happen, and finally it's been delivered. Working with the members of the State House of Assembly, we now have a new Anambra State Electoral Law. This will lay the foundation for organizing and conducting local government election in Anambra. It's a promise made, and a promise we're determined to keep. But the foundation for that is the law. Without the law, you wouldn't be able, the extant law was quite rickety, ineffective, and wouldn't be able, not meant for this moment. And so we've taken pains to craft a law, an electoral law, for the times that we live in, that will cater for changes in technology, in administration, and so on and so forth. That will enable us to be able to organize free, fair, and transparent elections in Anambra State. And therefore, and that's the foundation. Following this, we will then subsequently set up the Electoral Commission. And the Electoral Commission will get to work. And when the Electoral Commission is ready, they will announce date and time for election. It will now be, once we set up the Electoral Commission, it will now be up to them to do the work. I know it's going to be humongous work to even get things set. Basic infrastructure, we haven't had local government election in more than, how many? More than 10 years. Also.
Yes, 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, about 10 years ago. So, the infrastructure has to be rebuilt, the basic institution has to be strengthened, the personnel have to get in place, you've got to find the funding, and so on and so forth, to get it to happen, because it's not just to have an election, it's to have a credible election. And therefore, I'm quite excited that we're moving further towards, having this foundation for credible election in the state. I must also say that over the last 2 years, we have tried and still trying, working hard at making sure that we reform the local government system and make it fit, make them viable entities for new administrations to be able to come up. Many people want to understand this and would never know. Okay, when we came in, we were quite eager to move on and so on. But the truth be told, part of the legacies that we met was that there were gratuity arrears owed by the local government system to the tune of over 14 billion in gratuity arrears. And they don't just, many of the local governments were totally inaccessible, were overgrown by weeds and bushes and so on. The so-called unknown government were attacking and pulling down local governments and so on and so forth. The system was in a chaos. And therefore, that wasn't the time to go to superimpose, an elected form in the state in which they were, much of what they were receiving individually would not be able to even pay their bills. So we needed to restructure the finances of the local government and put them back on a path of sustainability, so that when you now have a new administration, in terms of elected officers, they will be able to operate in an environment that we can also be sure, at least, that workers will be paid every month. We need to ensure that our local government system works well and that all local governments are able to pay for minimum services to the people, because the overall objective is to deliver services to the people, especially people at the grassroots. And now we're getting a handle on it. I can only say we're getting better by the day, and we will eventually get there. Once more, I want to thank all of you. Once more, thank the Speaker and members of the House. And I think when we say congratulations for hard work, it's a call for harder work. There will be probably 2 of them on your desk, but 2 short ones, not like the environment one. One is actually 1 page or 2, and then the other one, I think a few pages. I'm sure you'll be able to deal with them. You are eager to go on vacation.